In John 11, Mary and Martha had sent word to Jesus that their brother was sick. They expected him to come immediately. After all, they had seen him heal others. Why wouldn't he rush to heal a close friend? But Jesus delayed, not for an hour, not for a day, for 4 days. By the time he arrived, Lazarus was not only dead, but buried. The mourning had already begun. It was over, or so they thought. Martha met Jesus with faith, but a faith with limits. She said, "Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died." John 11:21. She believed Jesus had power, but only within the boundaries of time. Jesus looked at her and gave her a truth that should shake us to our core. I am the resurrection and the life. He was not bound by life or death, by time or decay. He asked her, "Do you believe this?" John 11:25-26. Martha had a choice: believe that Jesus could still move or settle into grief and loss. He then approached the tomb, and in John 11:40 he said something that should echo in our hearts forever. "Did I not tell you that if you believe, you will see the glory of God?" Moments later, Jesus called Lazarus forth, and the man who had been dead for 4 days walked out of his grave. What in your life looks dead? What dream, promise, relationship, or situation have you given up on because it seems too far gone? Faith says it's not over. Faith stands in front of a dead situation and says, "God, I still believe." Abraham and Sarah had a similar moment. God had promised them a son, but decades passed. By the time Sarah finally conceived, she was 90 years old. The Bible says her womb was as good as dead. Romans 4:19. Yet God still fulfilled his promise. Faith doesn't ask how. Faith just believes. Jairus, a synagogue leader, came to Jesus, pleading for him to heal his dying daughter. Mark 5:21-43. But on the way, news came. She was dead. Everyone told him not to bother Jesus anymore. But Jesus turned to him and said, "Do not be afraid, only believe." Mark 5:36. He didn't say, "Let's go see what we can do." He said, "Believe." When they arrived at the house, people were already mourning, but Jesus told them she was only sleeping. They laughed at him. Some people will laugh at your faith. Believe anyway.